I was in university in Denmark, cultural aesthetics, and I did 3 year bachelor thing, which was good and very interesting, but a lot of talk and not so much walk. I was thinking to myself, let's go and do something practical, get near people and instead of near books. That's how I felt. My uncle was sailing in the Caribbean, so I guess since growing up watching him sailing out on adventure, living for 10 years in the Caribbean, I wanted to try something similar. My sailing experience is with him mostly. I'm sailing here and in Europe and crossing the Atlantic with him. And I thought, after crossing the Atlantic, I thought, now is the time. So I and my friends, we buy this boat, which is old school kind of boat. All of us was sitting on the dock, watching the boat waving, they turn around, come back, pick us up. We talked to them, and 2 weeks later we gathered 8 people to buy the boat. Because we just loved it. We didn't really research the market, we didn't think practical, I guess. We just thought, wow, this is a nice boat. And we get the opportunity to build it, not rebuild it, but to finish it, build it up, finish building it. 7 years on and off. 2 years of acclimatizing, 2 years of getting accustomed to the boat and party, play a lot of music, bring a lot of people, enjoy the new property of ours. And then 5 years of building. I was very surprised how much work it was in reality. I was not a wooden boat builder, I was not even a carpenter, educator. I built another house before, but only out of interest. So yeah, it took a long time, and this is kind of the goal. Well, this is the start of the middle of the beginning or anything like that. And now 1 year of sailing from Denmark to the Caribbean. So now we know every corner. We did almost 2/3 of the whole boat we built. The reason for us not having a plastic boat, having a wooden boat instead, is to slow down. What I mean with slowly is meet people, meet local people, and learn about culture and food and taste the food, smell it before, maybe look on it before that, instead of just grab a bite. That's a slow way of take a bite, just look on it, maybe discuss the colors, anything, the shapes. Maybe try and remember the shapes and then eat it, see if you can feel the shape with your tongue. And then, I don't know, feel whatever thoughts you pop up and swallow. Instead of just grab the bite. That's maybe a small explanation. All of us, in different ways, are romantics. Hopelessly romantics. So, we want to do something different than most of the convenient, natural people do in this time. And take our time, build slow, learn some traditional working styles, what you got, techniques and different ways to build boats. For me it was also now I know I can feel myself, I feel a boat builder, I am a boat builder. And that's a good way for me to go around the world, sailing slowly, meet people, make opportunities, work, repair my own boat, repair other boats, and gain some money maybe. If I feel good and still want to go, we'll continue around the world slowly and see what happens.